It is so important to know where you're going to be going and to actually be excited about your dream, about that place you want to be. Because work doesn't feel heavy. Things do not feel so difficult when you're excited about the place you're going to be and you've got that very clear vision in your mind. And I'll give you a story about my move to Thailand here to illustrate this a bit for you. When me and my friend set up our marketing agency and we started to get really good success from it, I moved to Thailand and everything felt easy. Everything felt good. It felt like nothing could go wrong. We were working hard. We were working like 10 to 12 hours some days, black coffee in the morning, straight into work. Like we weren't out here to have fun. We were here to work. But that still felt good. And that still felt easy because I knew the amount of money we had coming in. I knew where I was going to be in 6 months' time. I had this clear vision. I had this clear plan. And the hard work felt easy. But then something happened. We had an issue with our business and we ended up having $95,000 worth of invoices not get paid. And we put about $25,000 into this. And all of a sudden one night, woof, a whole thing got wiped out. We knew we weren't going to get paid these invoices. And it was really annoying. And that was actually quite devastating for us at the time because we're still in the early days on this journey with our business. Now, what happened there is all of a sudden I lost the clear vision of where I was going to be in 6 months' time. I lost that clear focus and I lost a little bit of that excitement about where I wanted to be and how I was going to achieve this dream, and going to bed at night thinking, oh, I can see myself in 6 months' time driving this car, living in this place. This is how my life looks. And I started to fall back into the old patterns of just waking up and thinking, okay, I've got to do X, Y, Z today for the business, got to go hit the gym, I've got to go do these things. And I was still sort of doing the right things. I was still going through the right patterns. I was still doing the motions that I had to do, but there was no longer that fire and that passion behind it. I lost sight of that long-term vision. I lost sight of that person I wanted to be in 6 months' time. I ended up moving to Bangkok from Koh Samui for better connections, focus more on work. And the problem started to get a bit worse for me. In a big city, I've never been a bit of a city guy. I like that outdoor, I like that sort of that island vibe around me. So in the city, I started to get into this slightly darker place where the walls felt like they were closing in, and every day I was just trying to get these tasks done. Things felt so much harder. And even though I was doing less work than I was doing back in Koh Samui, because I didn't have that clear dream and that clear excitement about where I was going, everything felt so much harder. And so what I came to realize was it wasn't about the work. It wasn't about the location. It wasn't all these other factors. I was thinking, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. It's because I lost sight of the person I set out to be from the very beginning. I lost sight of that dream life that I wanted to obtain when I very first left Australia 2 years ago, and when I very first came to Thailand thinking, I'm going to have an adventure and I'm going to build something. I'm going to make something out of myself and I'm going to live the life that I want to live. I lost sight of that completely. It hadn't been the first thing in my mind. So what did I do? I did a bit of a character rebirth. I sat down for a while and I thought, okay, given my situation here, everything that's going on, who do I want to be in 6 months' time? Who do I want to become? I started to get excited about it again. I started to get that fire back. I started to get that passion back into me. I started to think, okay, I can do X, Y, Z. I can be this person in 6 months' time. Let's make it happen. And I got that energy back. And all of a sudden I had that direction. I knew, okay, I'm going to be this person in 6 months' time. I'm going to be my hero in 6 months' time. I'm going to have my dream life. I'm going to have X, Y, Z. I'm going to do all these things. And I get that excitement back. And then all of a sudden, when you wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning and you want to hit snooze on the alarm, that's the difference. It's having that excitement and that clear vision about the person you want to be. If you don't have that and you're just going through every single day, just trying to get your tasks done in order, okay, morning routine, work block, gym. If you don't have that excitement and you do not have that very clear vision, it is going to be so much harder for you to push through those little moments. But if you get your momentum going and you have that vision and you have that excitement and you know for a fact where you are going to be in 6 months' time because you're going to give yourself no other option, that all comes so much easier. You push through those little moments, you get the momentum going, and suddenly the world's at your feet. Life feels easy once again. It's not because you're doing anything less. not because your situation has changed, but just because you've set a very clear target, you know who you're going to be, and you actually let yourself get excited about it. Because this is fun at the end of the day. We don't do this because we want to punish ourselves. We don't do this because we've got to live a life of pain to achieve our dream life. We do this because we actually enjoy it. We have to find some form of enjoyment in the process. Otherwise, your whole life is going to be misery. If you decide you're only going to allow yourself to live your dream life once you get there, I promise you, once you get there, you're going to have a new dream life. Because as you start to get more money, as you start to get more success, as you start to achieve the things you set out to achieve, you start moving the goalposts. So you can't be basing your excitement, your happiness, your energy, and your enthusiasm based solely off achieving these things. You need to find that joy in the process. You need to find your happiness from that hard-earned dopamine you get along the way. If you can do that, you can set a clear vision and you allow yourself to get excited about it and enjoy the process in the meantime. The world's your oyster. So I hope you got some value from this video, boys. If you enjoyed it, hit subscribe, turn the bell on, smash the like button, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bam! Woo!